down from him, you guard him and make him give your best shot against you.
All 7 of the Mavs points here in the 4th. Oh, gee! Oh, my!
There was a sleet of ice pouring down in downtown Toronto, so I'm doing this from home, but unlike me, the Raptors weathered all storms tonight in a dominant win on the road over Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks. A breakout performance on offense by Pascal Siakam, an elite two-way game from OG Anunoby, and Scotty Barnes was breathtaking on defense as the Raptors put up 127 points on a very good Mavericks team.
Just got to continue to keep my head down, keep working, stay focused. I think at the end of the day, like I said, it's all new for us. It's all new for everyone. So we're trying to understand everything, and I'm just gonna go try to get better. Like, one thing about me, like, I'm a fighter, so that's the only way I got here. I'm gonna keep fighting, and you know, the people that know me, they know that.
Despite the Raptors struggling to shoot their threes tonight, knocking down only 30% of them, they absolutely feasted on the Mavericks' smaller lineups on the inside. The Raptors outscored the Mavericks by 32 points in the paint and put up a whopping 72 points in the interior, with Dallas missing their starting center, rookie Dereck Lively. Pascal Siakam, who led the way for the Raptors in the scoring department, scored 30 of his 31 points on the inside. The one point he didn't was a free throw. OG Anunoby, who finished with 26 points, scored 12 of his points in the paint. Both Siakam and Anunoby had their best offensive performances of the season, showing poise and helping the Raptors tie their best half-court efficiency of the season thus far. But it was the defensive side of the ball that Coach Darko Rajakovic was impressed with. Raptors bench provided a spark in this one as well, led by Gary Trent Jr. and Chris Boucher, who combined for 26 points for the second unit. Malachi Flynn chipped in with a couple of threes, and he and Otto Porter Jr. both played some great defense tonight, as all 5 of the Raptors bench players were pluses in tonight's action. The Raptors once again leaned on Scotty Barnes to carry the bench unit, and he did a masterful job of setting up Trent, Boucher, and Malachi for open shots, all while carrying the load on the defensive end. And despite only scoring 14 points and shooting 4 of 15, Barnes was electric in all other facets of this game. He had 4 steals and 2 blocks, which only shows you a fraction of his defensive impact tonight, and he grabbed 14 rebounds as well, leading the Raptors in another game in that department. Now, there is a lot to be happy about with this win for the Raptors, which is probably their best of the season thus far, especially offensively. But because it was a breakout, back to reality type of performance for Pascal Siakam, he is the guy that we got to highlight tonight for the film room. So let's dive in. So I mentioned that Pascal Siakam absolutely dominated on the inside tonight, and I think a lot of that was because of his decisiveness in the post. He was taking advantage of mismatches, taking advantage of players in the post a lot quicker in the shot clock than he would normally. His touch was back, so he was able to finish in and around the basket a lot more. His ability to create for others was also potent because of his post-up game. Essentially, this is some sort of post hub for the Raptors. And like I mentioned, his touch being back is a huge factor in this, because he's able to hit these circus shot type layups as well that we know Pascal Siakam can hit. And I think an area he was awesome in tonight was in transition. When you're able to do the early work and get into transition quickly, you can identify a mismatch, take advantage of it, and just dominate in the post because of it. That's what him and Scottie Barnes are so good at, and Pascal did it tonight. And it's tough to guard a player like him. I mean, people make fun of the spin, but it's so potent. The fact that, yes, he can go inside and hit you with a, right hook, or he can go left because of a spin and finish over top of you. It is so elite to watch him do this on a nightly basis, and it becomes a hub for the Raptors to create out of. And the Mavericks just had no answers for this tonight because they didn't have that weak side help like a Dereck Lively to really rim protect these shots or protect these shots in the paint. And that's why it opened up the rest of the Raptors offense as well. You see Scotty Barnes get the switch here in the post, and now he's able to dominate inside as well. The Raptors feasted on the interior tonight. 72 points in the paint. Pascal Siakam scored 30 of his 31 points in the paint. And yes, some of that was because Dereck Lively wasn't there. The Raptors didn't have that weak side rim protector to protect the paint tonight. But ultimately, Pascal was decisive. Pascal was quick in his actions, and he knew what he wanted to get into much faster than usual.
We got the size, so we got to stay aggressive, use it to our advantage. And just, like whenever there's a guy smaller than you, just take him down the paint and, try to score.
And Pascal had his best performance of the season thus far, his best scoring performance of the season with 31 points. I thought he was so good at emphasizing and finding out these mismatches in the post that he could take advantage of. We've seen a game where Scottie Barnes has done that against the Chicago Bulls, and in this one, it was Pascal doing the exact same thing. I think this is something that the Raptors can thrive with. It's teams that don't necessarily have that massive rim protector, a guy who can dominate on the inside defensively. The Raptors can take advantage of very quickly. The Bulls at the start of the season didn't have that. Nikola Vucevic isn't this rim protector type, so Scottie Barnes was able to dominate on the inside and get the Raptors back into that game. In tonight's contest, it was Pascal Siakam doing that on the inside through this post action, just absolutely dominating in the interior through these post moves. So I think when there is a team that doesn't have a rim protector like that, the Raptors are going to have a very easy night on offense because they know what they can go to in terms of that post hub. Now, the other side of it is figuring out what else they can do, but I thought Pascal was just absolutely awesome. If the Raptors can get that, but then also get the defensive performance that they got from Scottie Barnes, the two-way performance that they got from OG Anunoby, the steady hand that has been Dennis Schroeder, and this type of contribution from the bench, you're looking at a very, very good Raptors team. And yes, this is the glass half full theory, glass half full approach to what this team is so far this season, but you got to take your wins when you can get them. So Raptors win this one in dominant fashion. You got the Celtics on Saturday. That should be a lot of fun. We will be back and hopefully, maybe, potentially outside for that one. So stay tuned for all that. And by the way, if you are interested, tap into the Objective Basketball Podcast, where I not only talk Raptors, but I talk about the rest of the league and everything else that is happening around the league. James Harden talking about the Philadelphia 76ers, talking about the Boston Celtics. So tap in there if you guys want to. And for now, we'll see you later. Bye.